Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Boo Bash. Today we are talking about all things Disney World related. All things that are my favorites that I have to do every single time that I go, and things that I can't get enough of. So if you guys want to see what my Disney favorites and must-haves are, then just stick around. Before we get started, I just want to say I'm absolutely loving my Baby Yoda Boo ears. These are from Mouse Fitters. They were, I think, a limited edition availability just because of the fabric and everything. I love them. They're so cute with my little spider web bow and everything. But of course I had to wear the ears because it's Boo Bash and we're talking about Disney and everything. I have things on note cards. I think there's like 8 things that we're going to be going through and talking about. So let's get going. First things up is my favorite park is the Magic Kingdom. Hands down, love it. We'll always go there. Every single trip that we take, I always have to go to the Magic Kingdom. Epcot's okay, but it's Magic Kingdom. It's my childhood. It's all the movies and stuff that I remember watching growing up. And I mean, I can't live without going to the Magic Kingdom. Number 2 is resorts. And I have favorites at every single level. So first off, I'll start with Deluxe. I absolutely love Riviera and Poly. We stayed at Poly for our honeymoon and I absolutely loved being on the monorail. And we're staying at Riviera coming up in May, but we've been there in the past and we absolutely love the theming and the decor and just the vibe that that whole resort gives. Plus it's on the Skyliner and it just reminds us so much of being, you know, on a cruise in a way. Just the atmosphere and the decor and everything gives us like cruise vibes. I know it's Riviera, like French Italian Riviera, but that's the emotion it evokes for us. So that's why we love it so much. As for moderate, hands down, it's gotta be Caribbean Beach. I know it's such a hugely massive resort, but it's on the Skyliner and the theming is so fun. Another thing that we really liked about that is the fact that every little like villa area, like little village, I think we were in Jamaica when we were there, each has their own pool. So you don't have to go to the main resort pool that gets really loud and really busy sometimes. We really liked being at the Jamaica pool when it was quiet, and we'd go there every single evening after we were at the parks, and we enjoyed that aspect of it as well. Yes, it is huge. Yes, you can do a lot of walking. We requested to be close to the Skyliner, which was really, really convenient for us, especially since we did multiple days at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So made it a lot easier. The other thing that we did with Caribbean Beach is anytime we'd go to Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom, we didn't like waiting for the buses, so we took Ubers and Lyfts. Don't have to. We're a little bit extra, and that's what we did, and that's okay. As for value resorts, we've always liked Pop. We like the memorabilia aspect of it. We like all the different decades and all of the different pools and everything that are there, and we've stayed at all the other value resorts, and for us, if we're going to do a value resort, we just keep coming back to Pop. For dining, I am going to be listing signature table and quick service. I have a whole separate section on snacks, so I'm going to kind of skip over them this time. I'm not going to necessarily be like, you know, park, resort, Disney Springs. I kind of lump everything into all one. So for signatures, hands down, California Grill. We love it. We've been there every single time. We have done both dinner and brunch. Both are fantastic. It is amazing sushi. We love the drinks, we love the food, and we love that you can go out onto the balcony and watch the fireworks or look into the Magic Kingdom when it's all lit up. And that just adds an extra, you know, extra magic to it all. We also really like the boathouse at Disney Springs. Really good. We were there for the first time in August. Definitely want to go back. Love the drinks, love the food. And the atmosphere there, you don't feel like you're at Disney Springs. It feels much more slower. inside the restaurant. Now, for table service, we love the Edison at Disney Springs. We always go there. And the other for Epcot, almost forgot Epcot for a minute. I can't forget Epcot. We like Santa and Hell in Mexico. It's in the pavilion. We like because you're right on the ride and the water, so you get a lot of the ride vibes, but it's not as loud as inside the pyramid normally is. I don't know what Disney magic they have got going on, but you know, as soon as you walk through the archway for the restaurant, it's like it gets quieter. And they also have drinks from the Cava del Tequila. So like I had a margarita there last time we went, and it was the specialty margarita from Cava del Tequila. And the food is always really amazing, and we go there as often as we're at Epcot. So basically every time we go to Epcot and have a table dinner, we will eat there. Now for quick service, there's really only one, and that would be Satuli Cantina Animal Kingdom. We love the bowls. I always get the shrimp bowl with noodles. Greg always gets the beef bowl with the rice medley, and it's just Satuli does it for us. It is above average quick service, and we have yet to really find another quick service that we like as much. Now for bars, there's really only one, and it's Oga's at Hollywood Studios. If you haven't been, you need to go. They've got both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. They've got snacks. The snacks and everything are so Star Wars themed. And, you know, I had a Bloody Mary there, and they call it the Bloody Rancor from the movies. And it's just the theming and the feel of the bar, and just everything is so amazing. If you haven't been to Oga's, you need to go to Oga's. His favorite festivals, Flower and Garden, hands down, only because Flower and Garden was the very first festival Greg and I went to together on our very first trip together. So there's that element of it's just special, it's meaningful to us, and we love going to the Flower and Garden. It's always over his birthday, so we like to celebrate that. And it's just very special to us because it was our first trip together. Next one is kind of like a little busy. Rides, which I know for a lot of people could be, you know, controversial for some. Start fights. It could be on the level of Monopoly for families. But favorite ride at Magic Kingdom, hands down, Haunted Mansion. If you couldn't tell, since I've got Haunted Mansion everything in my office, and you know, Haunted Mansion phone case, Haunted Mansion pop socket, shirts, pants, leggings. I actually don't have a Haunted Mansion backpack. Probably should get one some point, but I love Haunted Mansion. Could ride Haunted Mansion all day, every day for the rest of my life. Epcot, it's Test Track. I mean, who doesn't want to go 60 miles an hour around a curve and tell the tale, you know? We love the thrill of it. We just love the action of it, and Test Track at Epcot, always love to ride it. At Hollywood Studios, for me, it would be Rise of the Resistance. Love it. I love the immersiveness. I love the technology of what they can do and the trackless rides, and you know, the whole even pre-ride queue and show and everything is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it, except maybe at Wizarding World of Harry Potter on Forbidden Journey inside Hogwarts. I've not seen anything else like it. So even though Smuggler's Run is more fun of a ride than Rise, I think it's always going to be Rise of the Resistance, just because of all of the tech and how long it is. It's like 20 minutes long and everything. So that's what does it for me. And then finally at Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage. Hands down. Love it. I want my own Banshee. If we can make that happen, I want my own Banshee. To do, so my favorite thing to do at Disney World is watching the fireworks. We have done dessert parties, and while the dessert parties have been so-so and we wouldn't necessarily do the dessert part again, We love the fact that we got the premium view for the fireworks. And there's just something so magical about finishing a day at Disney and standing around the World Showcase, or standing in front of the theater at Hollywood Studios, or standing in front of the castle and having the projections and having the fireworks and just the music and just that magical moment with everybody around you is just, you have to do it. It's my favorite thing to do. Next up, our favorite shops. Now, if you've been to Disney World, you'll know there are 1,000,001 shops that you can go in and go around and do everything. So I'm gonna list, kind of go through all of the parks. So at Disney Springs, Days of Disney is the one that I do every single time. Every time we go, I get a ornament with our names and the year, and if there's a special occasion written on it. When we were there for our honeymoon, I actually found a Mickey and a Minnie bride and groom ornament, and they were able to do the hand lettering on it, and, you know, Jelaine and Greg and our honeymoon and our wedding date and everything, which was amazing. And then we were there for Greg's birthday this year and my birthday this year, and we each found 2 separate ornaments, and we're able to put like Greg's birthday 2021, Jelaine's birthday 2021. And so for me, it's always magical to go into the Christmas store and buy the Christmas ornament for that year or for that celebration to remember it. And most of the time, those Christmas ornaments don't even go on our trees. They're actually sitting on shelves and our mantle and everything throughout the house because we like them so much. At Animal Kingdom, there's not really like many shops and stuff that I live for that I have to go to every time. At Hollywood Studios, anything inside Galaxy Edge is amazing. I love the Droid Depot. I love Savvy's workshop. We've done both. We did the Droid Depot in April to build a droid, and then we both did Savvy's workshop to do lightsabers in August when we went for my birthday, and we've got mods and add-ons and everything for both. And it's so fun to be so immersed in it and feel like you're actually walking around like Mos Eisley or something. At Epcot, I love all of the shops for all of the countries, but I absolutely live for Mitsukoshi in Japan at Epcot. I love looking at all of the different things that have been imported from Japan. We love getting the candy that we can't get in America. And quite frankly, I love the face masks because, I mean, Korean and Japanese beauty products are so much better than some of the American beauty products and companies. And I can get face masks, like the sheet masks, that are phenomenal and amazing, and they're really not that too bad price-wise. When we were there in August, I originally thought it was only one face mask for $9. I was like, okay, like, you know, we'll spend this much. And then I get home and I find out there's 7 in the pack. So I was like, okay, 7 face masks for $9 is really good deal, especially considering here in America, sometimes the not as good sheet masks can cost like $2 to $5. And they're ones that help with breakouts and help with brightening, and my face just feels so moisturized after using them. And then finally, at Magic Kingdom, it's the Emporium. Love the Emporium. I love that you can kind of circumvent Main Street. If it's really, really crowded, you can go in the shop and just kind of duck through. But I also like they have so many of the limited things. They've got the holiday stuff, all of the new merch. Right now they have all the 50th merch, which I got some when we were there in August, and I'll get more when we go back in May. But the Emporium is just such a fun, and it's a fun environment to be into because it's like that you're in the Magic Kingdom feel. Last but not least, my favorite snacks from Disney World. It is so hard to pick snacks. Let me tell you, like, the amount of snacks that they've got at Disney World is insane, because not only do they have regular snacks, they also have seasonal snacks. So right now they have all of their Halloween snacks out. They also have festival snacks, and they have special event snacks. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. So, you know, if you look at it right now in October, they've got snacks for the 50th anniversary, snacks for Halloween, snacks for food and wine, and just their regular everyday snacks. I mean, you could, in theory, go to Disney World and not have a single table or quick service meal and just snack your way through a vacation. I've done it before. It's totally doable. They've got sweet, savory, filling, light, drinkable, edible, you name it. So when I was thinking about my top snacks, it was so ridiculously hard. Let me tell you. So I was thinking, I was like, all right, thinking through the parks at Disney Springs and just, trying to think about all of that is so difficult sometimes. So what I was able to come up with at Disney Springs, hands down favorite snack is a Gideon's cookie. Every time we go to Disney World, we always get in line, we always get Gideon's, and we always get 6 cookies. And if we go to Disney Springs a second time, we go back and we get more cookies because they freeze and fly home very easily. We will bring Ziploc bags and we put the cookies in, and we've taken them through on check bags, we've taken them through in carry-ons, no problems getting cookies through security if you've ever wondered. And then we get them home and we put them in the fridge. And it is October, and we just finished our last cookie from Gideon's that we got back in August for my birthday trip. We threw it in the microwave for 10 seconds. They stay phenomenal. They are amazing. Love my Gideon's cookies from Disney Springs. So that's snack number 1. Snack number 2 from Hollywood Studios. I absolutely love the blue milk. We've tried green milk. We've tried blue milk. We love the blue milk. I'm gonna give her a take on the green. More so give than take. But blue milk is really, really good. We're huge fans of it. At Animal Kingdom, we just finished Hollywood Studios. At Animal Kingdom, it is the Pongo Lumpia and the Night Blossom for us. The Pongo Lumpia is a spring roll with pineapple and cream cheese filling, and it is amazing. If you like pineapple, not everybody does, and that's okay. And then the Night Blossom is a drink that has like desert pear, with like some apple and lime, and it's very refreshing. There's both an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic version. We have tried both, and we by far prefer the non-alcoholic version. There's just something about the flavors on their own without the rum that is fantastic. We love it. Next at Epcot is the maple popcorn from the Canada Pavilion. We get it every single time that we go. Now, if you saw my Halloween cocktails video, you'll see that when Greg and I went with Liz and Matt back in April of this year for Greg's birthday, we were waiting in line to get something for Flower and Garden. I think it was like the Orange Blossom booth, like one of the festival booths. We were waiting to get food, and Matt didn't want anything, so we said, hey Matt, go get us maple popcorn from the Canada Pavilion. And he goes and he comes back with regular popcorn, and he's like, I could only find this. They only had the maple. I had to go find this elsewhere. We were all like, we wanted the maple. But go check out the Halloween cocktails video for the full story, because Liz tells it and it's hilarious. But the maple popcorn, it is like gooey goodness, mapley, love it. And then finally at the Magic Kingdom, my favorite snack, and I get this every single time as well, is the Kakamora float from Aloha Isle. Now, the Kakamora float is the coconut soft serve with the pineapple juice and a Kakamora cake pop put into it. So good, but if you don't like coconut, that's okay. I always love the Dole Whip. Good old-fashioned Dole Whip or Dole Whip float in and of itself as well. There's just something about that like pineapple coconut mix, and it's so good. But and sometimes they don't have it, sometimes they're out, or sometimes it's not in season. I always get then the regular Dole Whip as well, but it's like you can't skip Aloha Isle whenever you're at the Magic Kingdom. So those are all of my Disney favorites. What are yours? Tell me down below. Are there any of the favorites that I listed that you love as well, or do you like different things? Tell me. I want to know what your favorites are. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on Instagram, where you can see all of the highlights from my last Disney trips. along with all the snacks and all the festival foods that we have eaten. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay spooky, everybody.